Hello and welcome to the Bayan School Community Afternoon for the academic year 2021-2022. My name is Lee Higginbottom. I am the middle school principal here at Bayan School, and I'm going to be taking you through just a few things related to middle school curriculum, and our fantastic teachers are going to be talking a little bit about what they'll be doing in each grade this academic year. So, to start off, what to expect? Well, today we're going to be talking about key information, like I said, curriculum, expectations, support, and welcome from our teachers. We'll have information about the areas we're developing in skills and understanding, and also to reassure you with our priorities with regards to making sure students' well-being is catered for, alongside health and safety being at the forefront of everything we do, and in line with the ministry guidelines. So, starting with COVID safety, we are carrying out rapid tests weekly for our students and all staff to ensure we do have that health and safety across the whole school. If your child is unwell or not able to attend school, it is important that you inform the school or the nurse, Miss Joanna, that your child will be absent due to illness. We have a one-way system used for students to move around the building. The students don't seem to like it very much because it does mean they do have to sometimes take up the longer way around the school building. However, it is for health and safety. It reduces traffic across our school, so this one-way system is enforced to ensure that students have that distance when moving around the building. We are focusing on also reminding students to wash hands, sanitizing hands regularly, and desks and classrooms are sanitized after each class uses it for a lesson. Okay, moving on. Our BBS values. So you may have seen these before. These are our 10 BBS values that we use across the Bayan School, and these values really support student development. We're going to be instilling these and opportunities to develop these throughout middle school. And it's really important that you also are aware of these values and discuss them with your children at home. Have that conversation about the development of these key values with your children. And hopefully by the time your child graduates Bayan, all our Bayan graduates, really these values lie at the heart of our Bayan graduates. Next one is how you can support. So a few key points really to support this year, especially in middle school. A key one is to check in with your child regularly. Talk to them, ask them how their day is going, ask them what they're learning about, the development. It's really important that you as parents try to get involved as much as possible and build that trust with your child to be able to talk freely about problems they may be having at school. And if they are, giving them the opportunity and right connections to get those problems resolved. Keep us updated of any changes or things you may notice which could affect your child's learning. So really what we want to stress is that open communication is key for middle school, and it's really important whether it's the homeroom teacher, the classroom teacher, the school counsellor, myself, Mr. Tariq. It's really important that open communication is there. Student expectations. So the change, I guess, from last year, the key change is that this year we'll be returning back to normal curriculum expectations and demands. So that's for in-school and home learners. That includes assessments taking place as usual, MAP testing in English, Maths and Science, PASS wellbeing surveys, which we'll be conducting this week, end of semester exams for grade 7 and 8, and unit assessments for grade 6. So we're setting high expectations of all students, whether in school or home learners. So that is it from me. I will now hand over to our amazing middle school team who will be taking you through their sections, so I will hand over to them.
Hello, good afternoon. This is Mahmoud Ibrahim, grade 7 math teacher. I will be honored to teach grade 7 this year. I would like first to welcome my dearest students and parents. We are so pleased to have you back in campus. We are going to have a quick look on math curriculum this year. In the beginning, let's start with the grade breakdown. We have 30% of the grade learning skills and the classworks, which includes classwork and activities and any class projects that will be done. 30% grasps and 20% tests, and the test should be announced as usual 2 weeks earlier. We have 15% quizzes and 5% homework. For the homework, it will be between 10 and 15 minutes on daily basis, and the quizzes will be between 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, and for the test, it will be by the end of the module. For Mathletics, I believe that you are familiar with it from last year. Mathletics is a platform that we use for assessment and even for practice in classrooms. In regards to the curriculum itself, we have this year 4 main units. We are working according to the critical areas. Critical area 1, which is proportional relationships. Critical area 2, operations with rational numbers. Critical area 3, scale drawing and geometry. The last one, statistics and probability. For the textbook, this year we will be focusing on using textbooks in the classroom. They might bring the hard copy itself, and they have access as well to the online copy, so they don't have to bring it every time if they activated the online copy. We have like 5 important platforms we are going to use this year. The first and the most important one is Go Formative, and after that we have Nearpod, BrainPop, Gizmos, and Mathletics. Finally, I would like to thank you all and looking forward to teaching grade 7 this year and wish you all a successful year. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, I'm Miss Yasmin Shahata and I'm the grade 7 science teacher. I'd like to show you the topics we will be covering this academic year. We'll be starting off with life sciences. This will entail cells and their functions, body systems, plants, and photosynthesis. We will then move on to physical science, which is focusing on chemistry. So we'll be looking at atoms, atomic structure, the periodic table, and basic chemical reactions. Our next unit is energy, and that's where we will be discovering kinetic and potential energy, and we will go into depth with thermal energy. We will end the academic year with earth sciences, and we'll look at the water cycle along with the rock cycle. We'll then look into causes of the change in weather, and we'll also look at global warming. The students have 2 textbooks. They have the Matter and Energy textbook and the Life Sciences textbook. I will be letting them know when they need to bring them to class. All resources will be posted on Google Classroom regularly, so it is important that students check Google Classroom for any updates. So how are the students going to be assessed? Well, we have tests and grasps, quizzes, classwork, and learning skills. The tests and grasps account for 30% of their grade, the quizzes 10%, the classwork, which will be labs, presentations, written assignments, and projects, 50%, and their learning skills, 10%. Late assignments are accepted, however, there is a penalty of 1 letter grade per day. And after a test, students are allowed to complete a reflection sheet. They can correct any mistakes they've made, and they can be awarded 2 bonus marks. If students have failed that test, then this is the opportunity where they can reach 60%, obviously based on the quality of their reflection. So there are some things that we need to consider. Students need to be on time, obviously, and prepared with all their materials. It's important to respect everyone in the classroom as well as outside the classroom, and to turn in assignments on time. I highly urge you to encourage students to ask for help when needed, and to study really well for tests and quizzes so that they can all reach their potential. We are using various strategies in the science department, those being differentiation. We use virtual online labs and hands-on labs when appropriate and COVID safe. There is obviously research-based learning. We will provide lots of online resources, and students will be able to work cooperatively and use the Innovation Hub when possible. We also make sure that whatever they're learning can be connected to the real world so that students are able to feel the relevance of what they're learning. We do have a lot of platforms that we use in Grade 7. We focus mostly on Nearpod. Students are very familiar with that. GoFormative, we use Gizmos for labs, BrainPop, as well as FET for online simulations too. That's all for me, and I hope the Grade 7s have an exciting science journey. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jahada Siddiqui, and I'm the Grade 7 middle school English teacher. It's my first year at Bayan School, and I'm thrilled to be here, and I'm excited to be working together with you. My role as an educator is to facilitate the growth and development of students into lifelong learners, and to encourage them to reach their full potential. This year, in first semester, we'll be covering realistic fiction using literary elements and short stories. In the second half of the semester, we're looking at novel studies and a poetry unit. Semester 2, we'll be starting off with drama, writing and composition, argumentative essay writing. And the end of the semester, we'll deal with research and informative writing. There won't be any homework assigned during the year. However, any work that is not completed in class will be expected to be finished that evening for homework. Quizzes and projects, during selected units, quizzes and tests will be administered. Students will also be responsible for the number of individual and group projects. The weighting of the evaluations in this course are weighted as follows. Writing and projects, 25%. Tests are also 25%. Quizzes are 10%. Oral presentations and classwork are both 15%. And learning skills is 10%. My email is listed over here, jahada.siddiqui@bayanschool.edu.bh. And if you'd like an appointment, I'd be more than happy to meet with you. Please set one up with Ms. Giselle. The textbooks that we're going to need this year is the literature textbook for Grade 7. The novel study text will be announced to you as soon as possible. Every Solar Star, Rumblefish, and Double Identity are also text sets that we have available. All the resources, all updates, and tasks will be available to students and parents on Google Classroom. Consistent graded work will be assigned throughout the year. The late assignments and penalties will be, late assignments will be assessed a penalty in accordance with Bayan school policies. Again, I'm looking forward to meeting you and working together towards the success of our students. Take care.
مرحبا، أنا ليلى أبو عودة، معلمة الصف السابع اللغة العربية. أدرس الطلاب في مدرسة البيان منذ 25 عاماً. هذا مقرر الصف السابع يعتمد على كتابي اللغة العربية، الجزء الأول والجزء الثاني. كذلك هناك قصة دراسية تعطى للطالب خلال السنة، الهدف منها هو إثراء لغة الطالب. كذلك على جميع طلاب الصف السابع أن يشتركوا في برنامج تحدي القراءة، وأيضا ذلك من أجل أن يصبحوا أكثر استخداما للغة. من أعظم أهدافي لهذه السنة هي 4 أهداف رئيسية. أولاً القراءة الجهرية السليمة، والقراءة الجهرية السليمة لا تأتي إلا بالتدرب. الطلاب يتدربون وبعد ذلك يقيمون على شكل معايير تدرج لهم، ويستطيعوا بناء على ذلك أن يقيم نفس الطالب والمعلمة تقيمه. الهدف الثاني هو العمل والمشاركة الصفية. على الطلاب أن يشاركوا في الصف ويعملون، قد تكون هذه المشاركة كتابية أو مشاركة شفوية. أعظم عمل ممكن أن نقدمه أو نحققه هذه السنة هو التدرب على الكتابة التعبيرية والوظيفية، أن يتدرب الطلاب على هذه الكتابة وأن يصوبوا أخطائهم من خلال اتباع الرموز والمعايير الموجودة. رابع هدف وهو التحدث والعروض الشفوية، وتحدث من خلال الجراسب، وهو مهمة الأبعاد المهمة الأدائية. الدرجات المعتمدة لهذه السنة هي الأعمال الكتابية 25، الأعمال الصفية 15، الاختبارات 20، مهارات التعلم 10، وبرنامج التحدي 15%، وأبعاد المهمة الأدائية اللي هو الجراس 15%. وشكرا لكم.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. معكم أستاذة مريم العالي، معلمة المواد الاجتماعية والمواطنة للصف السابع، وتشاركني أيضا في هذه المرحلة زميلتي أستاذة زهرة العالي. بالنسبة إلى الكتب التي تدرس، هي الكتب المعتمدة من وزارة التربية والتعليم. الكتاب الأول المواد الاجتماعية، حيث سوف يبدأ بدروس التاريخ ومن ثم الانتقال لدروس الجغرافيا. والكتاب الثاني هو كتاب التربية للمواطنة. أما بالنسبة لتقسيم الدرجات، سوف يكون 20% للمشاريع، و20% للمناقشة والعرض، 25% للأعمال الصفية، 10% لمهارات التعلم، و25% للمهمة الأدائية. وسوف يتم وضع جميع الدروس والأنشطة في جوجل كلاس روم، ولن توجد أي واجبات منزلية. وإذا كان لديكم أي سؤال أو استفسار يرجى التواصل عبر الإيميل.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. معكم المعلمة مريم عبد الله، معلمة التربية الإسلامية. أقوم بتدريس التربية الإسلامية للصف السادس والسابع والثامن. الكتاب الذي يدرسه الطلاب هو الكتاب نفسه المعتمد من قبل وزارة التربية والتعليم، وهو عبارة عن جزئين. الجزء الأول يدرس خلال الفصل الدراسي الأول، والجزء الثاني يدرس خلال الفصل الدراسي الثاني. والكتاب أيضاً موجود على جوجل كلاس روم والإي بوك. أما بالنسبة لتقسيم الدرجات فهو كالتالي: المشاريع 20%، المناقشة والعرض 20%، الأعمال الصفية 25%، والمهارات التعلم 10%، والمهمة الأدائية 25%. جميع الدروس والأنشطة والخطط الشهرية تجدونها على جوجل كلاس روم، ولأي استفسار أو التواصل عبر الإيميل. شكرا لكم.
Hello parents, I am Madiha Rathar, middle school social studies teacher. During this course, students are encouraged to develop their critical thinking skills that include problem solving, reasoning, analyzing, decision making, and evaluating. This course will examine prehistory and development of many civilizations, for example, Mesopotamia, Egypt, China, and India. Let's talk about the grading procedure. 30% of the grades are dedicated to the grasp, that are basically end of the unit assessment, learning skills 20%, classwork 20%, projects 20%, and quizzes 10%. During the lessons, students are expected to be prepared, be respectful to the teacher, to each other, and most importantly to themselves. Students are expected to be proactive and be ready to be their best selves. Thank you so much.
Hello and welcome to the Middle School Art Department. My name is Peter Knowles.
And my name is Juliana.
In the Middle School Art Department, we try to develop the key values as part of the art curriculum. That includes connecting students with aspects of their own culture, as well as an appreciation of those from other times and places. We also look to foster an enjoyment of the arts and the learning that takes place, to provide awareness of and introduce progress towards the creative industries. And also through the arts, help learners to develop creative problem-solving skills, collaboration, critical thinking, and hopefully these are all transferable skills.
Here we have some examples from previous years of students' work. We have introduced the art production and appreciation, and also the use of the sketchbook as the process journal is implemented. The design process is introduced as well, and the units that we'll have are strange faces and zero waste sculptures. Here we have the categories that we will be using for grading, which are attached in the Google Classrooms. We use mainly rubrics that are aligned with the IB from the middle years programs as well. And we will be assessing students' individual growth, and this will happen with an emphasis in the process to help them develop autonomy. Thank you.
Hello, this is Ms. Reem, the PE teacher for middle school girls.
And Mahmoud Ismail, the middle school PE teacher for boys.
So today we will be literally giving you a little bit of a layout of the PE for this year. We will be having 3 different areas. As you can see, the first area focuses on health-enhancing physical activities. This area usually focuses on things such as nutrition, and we will basically create individualized portfolios for each student, such as covering things like flexibility, speed, explosive power, and the muscular strength as well. While covering this, we will notice basically what areas the students need to work on. And then during the middle school 3 years, we will be looking at the improvement curve and see basically what students need to be addressed in what areas, and then working on improving these areas with the individualized students. The second area will be basically about the physical skills. So these are like skills based on basically team games and individual games, such as basketball, football, track and field, and so on. And the third area, as you can see, is the academic knowledge. In the academic knowledge area, we'll be focusing more on content such as rules, procedures for the games. Again, nutrition as well is going to be covered in the academic knowledge. Now moving on to what sports we are going to cover during 2021 and 2022.
And considering the students' mental health and well-being, we decided to add 3 new games for the students this year, which is going to be martial arts, frisbee, and yoga, plus our regular sports, in the mix between individual sports and team sports, like soccer, basketball, volleyball, badminton, table tennis, track and field, and handball.
Now we'll be moving to a good news as well that we want to share with parents and students. This year we're going to be back to the Bahrain Private School Sports League. This gives our students an opportunity to be competing in an environment that is more challenging, and this allows them to actually improve even more and more. Moving to the second part as well that we want to address is the assessment breakdown. So we focus on classwork mainly heavily. We have practical assessments. Now practical assessments is mainly skill-based, and then we have grasps as well. Now, due to the situation we are in during the current situation, physical education is a little bit different. So we are now, as of current, on a pass or fail. But hoping when we have the 100% students back in school, we will definitely go back to our regular grading procedures. As you can see, the breakdown with the percentages as well. That's about it. Do you want to add anything?
No. Good luck and wish you all the best this year.
Good luck, students. We're so happy to have you back.
Hello everyone, my name is Tushara Dilip Kumar. I teach computer science in middle school. This is my 9th year in Bayan School. For grade 7 students, computer science is a semester course. In the first semester, I'll be teaching 7A and B, and in the second semester, it's 7C and D. Let's have a look at the course description. So in grade 7, there will be 3 units, that is computer fundamentals, digital citizenship, and robotics. So this course offers students in-depth learning experience in relation to the concepts of programming and digital design. The course starts with key topics of computer fundamentals, which includes software classification and data security concepts. Then students will be introduced to basic image editing and animation tools, enhancing their innovation and creativity skills in digital design. The last unit will be robotics, where the students will build virtual or actual robots. Students will master the programming of basic movements of a robot and then develop their programming skills to tackle more difficult challenges. All resources for the units will be posted on regular basis on Google Classroom. Let's have a look at the educational tools that will be used in class. You can see here, we have Nearpod, BrainPop, Padlet, Quizzes, Kahoot, Photopea, and Lego Mindstorm. We try our best by using these tools to keep the classroom interesting, engaging, and interactive. Let's have a look at the grading policy now. All classwork will be graded and it takes 30%, and the assessments will be in online quiz, which takes 25%, and learning skill will be 10%. There will be GRASS project at the end of each unit, which takes 35%. You can contact me at any time. You can email. I will be replying the emails on a daily basis. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum, marhaba. My name is Ms. Safa Khalaf. I am the Middle School Behavior Management and Student Affairs Coordinator. I'm also a certified mental health first aider, your child's counselor, and advisory teacher.
Hello, I am Ms. Maria Aburjaili. I am the middle school counselor and an advisory teacher.
In middle school, we know that a lot of our children face a challenging year in grade 6 going up to grade 7 and 8. And due to the current situation, so many kids have been going through mental health and well-being challenges. So we have devised an entire program that caters to your child's needs. The program consists of regular well-being check-ins with students. We conduct a survey to screen for any mental health or well-being issues. There's also the mental health and well-being awareness community events that we will be hosting this year, hopefully, and well-being student activities that are conducted in our advisory classes. So just a few things about bullying, because this is something that keeps coming up with parents on a yearly basis. Bullying happens at a consistent basis, so basically more than once. And we would like to just bring to your awareness that if something like this is happening with your child, whether it's on campus or online, we would like you to come to us directly, to speak to us in order to help you handle any bullying cases or issues that you might be facing, whether it's at home or at school. So these are just quick tips for you to handle such cases. So basically start early. Prevention is key to stopping bullying at a very young age. Help your child become his or her own advocate. So basically they can speak out freely about their feelings, thoughts, and standing up for themselves. And support them to stop bullying when they see it. Recognize any signs of depression or low mood, and then team up with us, the school officials, to assist you further in case that you weren't able to handle it with your child at home. We're here to help. These are just apps that you should be aware of. So most of these apps is where bullying could happen, so make sure you're very mindful of these applications if your child is downloading them on their devices. If such things are happening, you can come to us and we can help you basically understand how these apps work and at the same time how to handle those cases.
So the Bahrain Bayan Middle School Counseling Program is designed to fully support BBS mission and vision. We are following the ISCA International School Counseling Program this year, and the goal of this program is to provide a learning base for competencies, knowledge, attitudes, and skills appropriate to the student's developmental level. We will be hosting one-on-one social and emotional support sessions. We will be having our advisory classes, and we will be talking about topics, general topics like as friendship issues, bullying, like handling changes in our lives, and so on and so forth. We will be having large group conferences and small group mediation sessions. General tips for middle school parents. Encourage your child, please, to work independently and offer them enough support and foster their confidence. Discuss the concerns with the teachers and with the admin. We are here to help you. realize that friends group might change in middle school, and talk about the quality of friends they should look in their middle school life. And finally, let them help develop friendships that are good for them and that they have the similar interests, and encourage them to refrain from gossip and rumors. Please build your child's self-esteem. Keep on telling them that you love them and you care about them and that you are proud of them. And this is something very important, to just build their self-esteem. Finally, talk to your child every day and listen carefully to what they're saying, because they might say any concern that could be alarming, and please talk to us later. These are our contact information. Ms. Safa Khalaf and Ms. Maria, we are more than happy to be here for you and to help you during this year. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Mr. Tariq Khalaf and I'm the Administrative Supervisor for Middle School. Here at Bahrain Bayan School, we hold ourselves to the highest standards, and some of the ways that help us achieve those standards is through enforcing COVID-19 guidelines and enforcing our BBS rules and regulations while assuring the health and safety of BBS students and staff. And most importantly, by ensuring that everyone is being treated in a respectful manner that is appropriate for our amazing students at BBS. All that is done through implementing our behavior strategy and our school policies, which can be summarized in these 4 steps: verbal warning, first and second written warning, and a written notice, dependent on the frequency and severity of the issue. All the while, parents will be communicated with and informed of any incident, starting with the verbal warning stage to ensure no loss of information. Lastly, and most importantly, we always strive to achieve the best, and we will always need your support. So we will make sure we can create and maintain open channels of communications with both students and parents to ensure the highest standards that we owe to our BBS family and community. I am always available and ready to help. Please feel free to contact me at any time, and students are more than welcome to speak to me if they're facing any issues or have any concerns. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Amber Ham, and I am the coordinator for the Additional Education Assistance Department. I have worked at Bayan School for 3 years. I spent 3 years as the primary English support teacher before taking on the AEA department this school year. I have 14 years teaching experience. I've taught in 4 countries, and I absolutely love teaching at Bayan School. The AEA department is new this year. We are replacing what was once termed the support program. This new and improved department wants to ensure that your students are successful in English, Arabic, math, and work completion. The AEA teachers, there are 8 of them, they are teaching from grades K all the way to grade 12. They are going to serve as a case manager for your child to ensure that they are receiving the services that they require. At BBS, we believe that every child deserves to feel safe, supported, and able to express themselves. Therefore, we are going to strive to ensure that your child has the education that they deserve. Now, since we are K through 12, we are putting AEA teachers in all of the various sections of the school. So in high school, your child may miss 1 to 2 periods of national studies, advisory, or research methods. In middle school, your child may miss 1 to 2 periods of Arabic social studies. And in primary, they may miss 1 to 2 periods of Arabic, English, or math. The most important thing that you should know is that your child's teacher is aware of AEA and is working very closely with the AEA teacher to ensure that your child is thriving and supported. We're very excited about the AEA department, and we look forward to working with you and your child. Thank you.
Thank you so much for attending this community session. The recording will be made available online, so you'll be able to access it at a later date if you want to go back to anything. But in the meantime, if you have any questions, you can type them into the chat now. Or if not, please contact myself, Mr. Tariq, the counsellors, or the middle school team, and we'll be more than happy to help you and your children. Have a lovely day.